said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squiver inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Hard running there. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Lay. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Big play. Takes him into bus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this third down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous first down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, a huge fourth down, and that play goes off schedule, and the quarterback doing a nice job buying time, and his receivers, David, working with him to be on the same page.
Yeah, but you got to keep the rabbit in the cage. I mean, you got to do a good job when you rush the passer. I know you want to go get him, and I know you want to get sacks, but we got to do a good job.
Turning it on. Gets it past the marker. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, running back on the move. And the 45 on its way. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got an open man. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Breaks into the open. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Makes the catch. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
That's a bang-bang play, three-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball.
Touchdown, Auburn! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped.
LSU offense will take over. First and 10.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off play action. Here's a heat. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. There he goes. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Tiger. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Gives it on the option. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Here comes the heat. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
To the air, it's late. Unloads it left. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, we saw earlier in the game after not getting it on third, going for it on fourth down and having success. So you got to wonder, after that incompletion, are they going to try that again and stay aggressive here on fourth?
Perhaps drawing confidence by converting an earlier fourth down. They'll try to do it for a second time in the opening quarter. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's fourth and short, fourth and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But fourth and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Going for the big play. He's got it on the left. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Looking to pass. It's Lay. He's got him in the flat. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. He's got it on the run. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Hold it, finds his man on the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down.
Looking for the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense.
It's picked off.
Oh, man, threw the fucking ball, bro.
He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. They go to the ground. Running, trying to take it back.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turn. Looking to throw, it's Lay. Quarterback strolling away from heat. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Here they come on 4th and short from the 50. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll start this drive going to the air. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got his man. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. It's now second down after the short completion. Trying play action. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Got it behind the line. It's Cook. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolled. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tiger. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Back to pass, it's Lay. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. He'll try to do it himself. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, a really nice decision early in the game by the QB. You're in great field position, at least going to have an opportunity to kick a field goal. Third down, nothing open, just throw it away and let your head coach make the decision.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. Offense sets in a bunch formation. He'll start this drive firing. He lofts one down the sideline. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Auburn! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off-play action on first down. Complete to the left. Ran through the tackle, and he smashes his way through again. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And he makes another big play for this offense. And, man, if I'm this defense, at some point I'm going to learn my lesson. We're in the second quarter. He's already over 100 yards. Like, I better start committing some resources to this guy, or else he's going to break some records because he is putting up some numbers on the day.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time's dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Lay. Complete to the right. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
Timeout, LSU.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The corners are walked up tight. Snaps it in the shotgun. Touchdown, LSU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that touchdown was massive for the offense. Gives them confidence heading into halftime. But remember, they're going to be receiving first in the third quarter, so they get an opportunity to cut even further into this lead. That was a huge play.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Snyder. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Rush is on him. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. Offense gets set for second down. He wants to change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, they're after him. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points.
Turning it on. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Tigers want to move quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
The give out of the gun. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the 1st down.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. The play-action fake. Under fire. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35.
Will take over 1st and 10.
So here comes the Auburn offense. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't hook up. But if you're
Press the wrong fucking button, man.
It's up to 14. Bringing it back. At the 20.
Damn.
He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Lay. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Making side adjustments here. They'll send the back in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Finds his man. It's Snyder. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Snyder. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On the option. Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the 1st down.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing rate.
Marches ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Looking to get it in. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down.
Interesting decision here for the head coach. Do you just kick the field goal and guarantee yourself the lead, or do you go for the touchdown and try to create a little bit of separation between yourself and your opponent here in the 4th quarter?
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. And now they take the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Middle Tennessee is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 23 over Liberty. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Lay. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Tight end finds a soft spot. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Here's the pressure. Nice job to get down there and avoid the hit with the slide.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass.
Oh, my fucking gosh, bro.
Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away. Dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback getting it out quick.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Lofts one high and deep. Brings it inside the 10. Touchdown.
Go get that shit, man.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Off the play fake. Might be looking to run. Got room to work. And he has
Fuck is we not getting no pressure, bro?
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now the play fake. This time he's got his
Hold that, man.
Down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
And that's it's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
To the air, it's Lay. Now improvising. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Zings it complete to the right.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on third down. Wants to keep it in the air. The throw to the outside is complete. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot.
I missed it.
Breaks into the open.
Oh, bro.
Got some room
Oh.
at the goal line. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And in this offense, you know as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Looking to the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Looking to throw its leg. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, they took a shot in the end zone to win the game. They didn't come up with it, so now you're expecting them to kick the field goal and try and play for overtime.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. They'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. It's a running room. And what a Huge play for this offense after that great run.
And he finally breaks when they get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here.
There he goes. Pass escapes him, still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Leaves it with the running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.